What's going on, YouTube? Welcome in to another beautiful build for you. Today we're finally building with the new Core Ultra, and you're like, Stints, what's a little different on this one? Well, we've got a completely different socket, a brand new motherboard interface, and it's actually going to use the same coolers that are on LGA 1700. Putting all in the Antec Flux case, coming in from Antec. This is the case that we built recently in the white variant, and we wanted to build with the black and the walnut. It looks absolutely killer. Again, we're starting off with the Z890 motherboard coming in from MSI and the TOMAHAWK Wi-Fi, which is one of our favorite motherboards you can possibly build when you're building on the Intel platform and even on the AMD AM5 platform. The TOMAHAWK boards are always tried and true, one of the best motherboards you can buy for the price, per the dollar, for the performance, for everything you get, the I/O, everything. We're using 32 gigs of 6400 MHz DDR5 RAM coming in from Team Group and the T-Create Expert RAM, which got that little black and gold, which is really nice with the wood of the case today. We've got a 1 TB drive going in there in the KC3000, and then we've got a 4060 Ti going in the system, which is going to eventually be swapped over for a 3080 Ti, because we're building this PC today for geeks, and he's going to be swapping in his 3080 Ti until the NVIDIA 50 series comes out next year, which we're powering today's system with the Asus 1000G Tough Gaming ATX 3.0 power supply, which is absolutely beautiful with the black braided cables. What do you think? Let us know what you think down below in the comments about this PC. Make sure that like button helps us with the algorithm. Make sure that subscribe button as well if you want to see me butcher more intros like this over here on our YouTube page. And remember, you can catch us live on Internet Raw like it is right now at twitch.tv/stints. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday around 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon. Take a look at these beautiful parts for today's system. I love the look and aesthetic of this case. We built with the white, again, the white version here about 2 weeks ago, and that system lasted a day on our website. It was gone right away. This is a mid-tower case. They have the full tower, which is really almost like a 5000D size from Corsair. It looks really killer.
I gave you a little couple of upgrades, by the way. So I upgraded your NVMe drive to a KC3000, a little bit higher end drive. Oh, I think we quoted like a 2-fan 4060 Ti for your stream PC. I gave you a 3-fan. So I did a few things. All right, let's go top down. Let's take a look at this brand new motherboard today, guys. We have a brand new motherboard, the Tomahawk, the Core Ultra. We're on a new LGA. It was 1851 they call this. I believe it's the socket they call is LGA 1851. 5 gig internet on this thing. Can you even get 5 gig internet in Canada? It's a joke, all right, Chad? The Moose power it. If he was on like an older 14th gen, he would need a better cooling. But we're seeing really good things so far with the new Core Ultras, which is fantastic. They're being finally more efficient. Ooh, this is slick. Ooh, that's slick for a Tomahawk. You see this? Got a little sheen to it on the back. This is slick for a Tomahawk board. Oh, quick access. Oh, I like that. Quick access to the NVMe drives. This is slick looking. I/O on the back is insane for a Tomahawk board. The CPU power is over here. It's the only thing that's different. Did you guys notice this? They moved the EPS power from the top left to the top right above the DIMM. That's different. That's definitely different on this board. The socket's slightly different. It's actually so they have better pin pressure on this socket now, which is really good. Type-C is side mounted. I wish they would have side mounted the USB 3, but that's not a big deal. We have an extra PCIe power on the bottom to support the board as well. And let's look at the I/O on the back. Really thick PCB, which I love to see. So we've got our 5 gig internet, our BIOS flash, BIOS clear, we have Thunderbolt, USB-C, we have 10 gig USB, and then 5 gig USB. So that's pretty fast. Pretty snazzy little setup here on the new Z890 Tomahawk. I love the look of the board. This little like brushed aluminum is actually really clean. No, there's multiple M.2s. We're just putting we're only putting one in today. So our M.2s on here, we have 1 here, you have 2 here, and then you have 2 more right here. So you have a total of 4. Down we're gonna go with our M.2. Like I said, I put you on the KC3000, a little bit better higher end drive for you geeks. From Kingston, KC3000, down and in we go. There it is. Get a thermal pad off the back. See how this quick access slides in. And just latches like that. That's pretty neat, nice. Next is gonna be our CPU. It's a new CPU, yep. This is a new Intel CPU. There it is, the Intel Core Ultra 7, 265K. Hit him with the Core Ultra memes, or not the Core Ultra memes, the wrist strap bro memes. There it is. Let's get our cooler out. We have the PC cooler DS360. This is a cooler that I think just hit the market. And we're gonna take a look at this one right now. There it is, you can see right there. Really high powerful PWM fans. Really nice sleek block. A little bit of RGB on the block. PC cooler's been around for a long time, making really good fans. They came out with AIOs that have been really, really good. With a really high, the pump, I believe, is a 3,200 RPM pump. So it can really cool some stuff. So you look at the sockets for our standoff. So the great thing about the 1851 socket, it utilizes the same exact spacing as the 1700, so LGA 1700 setup. Let's find it, there it is, boom, set screws. Okay, easy peasy. Get this in, get our back plates for Intel, for this position. Oh, it even has 1850 on here. Get this in place. There we go, in place. Get our standoffs. Best motherboard out there in y'all's opinion that's worth the money. I mean, if you're looking at serious overclocking, the Apex, always the Apex. Apparently you might be seeing UniFi again. MSI leaked some UniFi photos. So if that's true, the UniFi X, MSI, would probably be the best. The Z690 UniFi X board was goated. It was untouchable. Standoffs are gonna go on now. Here and here. Once we get these on, we're gonna get a RAM in. We're just doing this now, it's just a lot easier to get done. I'll just mount, that's nice and sturdy, nice, okay. We have a cooler over there. We're going to get our RAM in next. We have the standoffs in place for our DS360. All right, we're going to go down and in with our RAM. Our T-Create 6000 CL30 RAM, DDR5, down and in. Here we go, all in. Here we go, let's take a look at the system that we have going into the case. This is the Core Ultra 7 2650K, 265K, sorry about that, 265K. We got it all in the beautiful Z890 motherboard, which absolutely looks stunning. This little brushed aluminum looks really, really clean. MSI did a phenomenal job on creating this board. We have our standoffs in place for the DS360 DS360 coming in from PC Cooler, which is a brand new cooler to the market. Absolute killer pump up to 3,200 RPMs. Easily gonna cool the CPU. Down our NVMe slot right here, we have a KT3000 drive from Kingston. And then our RAM today is a T-Create Expert RAM coming in from Team Group and 6400 CL32, which is really good timing to work with everything. Absolutely killer setup. Now you can see why I got this right here is to match the case today. We have is the Flux coming in from our friends over at Antec. This is the black in a walnut variant today. This is the case I almost want to go to because I have the Fractal North and it's slightly small. I can't get a 360 top mount. There it is, chat. The front close up. This case looks slick. It's a slick looking case. A little bit of wood accent there on the front. Now there are 3 fans here in the front. These are 120s with a 140 rear exhaust, so plenty of cooling. We also have a reverse fan here. I'll show you that right now. There it is. Nice heavy tempered glass. That will help keep the acoustics down in this case. We have a reverse fan too will help cool our GPUs, which is really nice to have. Getting fresh air that blows through here through the bottom of the basement, up and in from the front fans. Very nice. It is BTF compatible as well, this case. Really nice. Which means you can if you have like a BTF compatible board, feed all the cables in the back, which is really, really nice. All right, let's take these 2 little screws out. These will hold our AIO. Look at that, love that. Goes into this little groove. You put your AIO in later and just slides right in and then screws in, which is really, really cool for a case to have. This isn't the Flux Pro, AJ. If we're on the Flux Pro, that's gonna be a custom quoted build. This is the Flux, the new variant of the Flux that's like the Pro, just without the full mid tower. This is the full tower. This is the mid tower case. Now it also comes with an RGB controller, which I don't honestly think we're gonna need today. Oh, it's a RGB and fan controller. Never mind. I didn't even see the fans going into it, but you can see right here, the built-in fan and RGB controller is really nice little option. Really, really clean case. Reverse fan. It'd be nice if they put the second reverse fan in, not a big deal. FSC certified wood. They give you a card about the wood in here. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it is actually a real walnut. Sapwood is a creamy white and its heartwood ranges from light brown to dark chocolate with occasional purple and darker streaks. It's FSC certified. He's going to have 3 PCIe running to the GPU and PCIe running to the motherboard. So this was going to be a PCIe eater. We have all that. All right. Extra stuff we don't need, we're gonna go right into this other little bag right now for the case. We're gonna go top down, we're gonna get this motherboard mounted. As we're bringing this beautiful Tomahawk board. And you can see why I went with the T-Create RAM today, is I wanted this to kind of match the walnut on the front. I always think the T-Create RAM looks really good because of the almost like the golden touch that helps with the hues of the wood. Looks really good. We have 2 more screws here. We're gonna flip this up and you can take a look at everything all inside the case. There it is, looking good. All right, all in with the motherboard. Flip the case up, there we go. Out of the way, I'm gonna grab my light so I can start working on this bad boy. Let's start working on some of our front panel connections. I'm gonna grab our light back here because these black cases get pretty bright with all this, or it gets pretty dark with all these lights on me here. So start working on these front panel connections. There we go, and with our USB 3.0 header. Next we're gonna go in with our Type-C. All right, Type-C's in, there we go. You see I'm just working on our USB 3 and our Type-C header right here. Work on those cables. Now I'm gonna work on our front panel connections, which today we have just reset and power, easy peasy. More zips on these cables down here, and then we're gonna move on to getting our power supply in next, chat. All right, this is going to be our HD audio. We have ARGB in our fan header. Get our ARGB in first, which is right here next to our HD audio. Really not much RGB on this case. We'll have some on the cooler later, which we'll get. Tighten these up, and then we're gonna move on to, like I said, the power supply. Two cable managers on the back, pretty clean for now. Let's get our power supply out. There we go. Additional PCIe power. Just ran that. This is easier to run right now. You can see we ran it right here. Let's get our power supply out. Again, 1,000 watt. Asus Tough, 1000G, probably the best power supply for the price right now. If you're looking at ATX 3.0, these power supplies are phenomenal. MSIs are good as well, but these right here, the braided cables, as you saw, just such a nice feature. 10-year warranty, good quality power supply coming in from Asus. That's why we use it. It's become almost a standard on a lot of our systems. Just that little higher end power supply, that's what we like to use. All right, today we'll need 24-pin main motherboard. We'll need one SATA. We'll need a CPU 1. These are a dual PCIe from a 12-volt high power cable. Our high power cable will go in the motherboard box. Geeks will probably need down the line. Another PCIe, because I believe you have a 3-pin PCIe, and all these other cables like these will all go in the motherboard box. So working on our cables. A lot of cables in this one. Thank God we have a big power supply basement and a good case for cable management. Here we go. Look at all the cables. All right, when I saw this in, we got to kind of manage the runs. Everything runs, so. Yeah, make sure that cable doesn't come over here. You see it, I want to be hidden, and it's hidden, so they will slide it in. Let's get this power supply all secured. CPU, it's an interesting one, chat. CPU goes up and over to a new slot now. The new EPS is here. It's a fun one. There's one. All right, 24-pin main next, before we move on to getting our cooler in. There we go. So this is gonna be your primary, you're only gonna have one GPU cable in right now because we're putting the 4060 Ti in just for testing, make sure the 4060 Ti is good to go. So I'm gonna give the one run here for the GPU. I'm gonna have that ready to go. It's gonna go up right through here. So you can see how I'm running it, right past the fan. We're gonna actually go even right through here. This will be all open for you right here for your GPU. Because you have a 30, I think you have a 30 Ti, it's a big boy. You probably run your cables over here, where my finger is, through this grommet. Actually, I'll just do that now anyway, so it's easier. But that's the first one going through. So your other two, which are right here, for your GPU, I'm actually even gonna zip tie these connections right here. So I don't like that you can't get to it. So I'm gonna zip tie these close, so you're good to go when you put them in. You need the pigtail. So they have a PCIe 6-pin setup. I'm gonna pigtail zip tie this, so it's a lot easier for you. Be able to plug in. Now we have these set up. These two are the extra ones you're gonna need for your EVGA. I think you have an EVGA card. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm tucking them right in here inside the SSD tray, or your hard drive tray right here. So they're tucked in out of the way for now, for shipping. But when you have to take the back cover off, they're gonna be tucked in right in there. You're gonna run them right back through here. Really good case to build this in, honestly. This might be a recommended case, AJ, because I believe they come in the RGB version. If they come in the RGB upgraded version of this, this is a great case to build because there's a lot of cable routing, especially with the newer, the way the new boards are, where they bring the EPS right here, your CPU fans right here, your pump fans right here, and then they have a system fan ones all right there. This is nice to have. This would be a really good case for us to start offering. Let's get working on the cooler. We have to work on the fans first, chat. Really nice cooler, really nice fans coming in from PC Cooler. They are daisy chainable, so it's all one line of fans directly to the cooler. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna feed each other right here. And plug these in. I think I have an extension cable right there's our extension cable to go down to the board, and this goes into the other fan, and then this will run to the motherboard. Ooh, really nice. Oh, the brushed aluminum on the brushed fan header right here matches the MSI. I knew that. Get these secured to the rad. Here, let me look at the specs of these fans. So the pump was 3,200 RPMs. The fans go to 2,200 RPM with a CFM. What's their airflow? At 88 CFM, AJ. Dang, that's pretty good. 88 CFM, and the DBA was like, the decibel rating, I believe was, what was it? What's the decibel rating? Let me see. At only 30 decibels. Was the pressure listed? 3.5. This is pretty solid fans. All right, so we're gonna get this mounted really quick. This is the top panel here, and then we're gonna just drop it right in place, which is a really nice feature. All right, Rad's all mounted to the case here. So you can see where the fans are. This should stay hidden up top here. These fans are out of view. We don't want to see them in the case. We don't want to see them. But we can just go like this. Hold the wires up. All right, let's get this down. And I wasn't sure if you were live or not. Because you've been pretty much playing on solely on your streaming PC now, right? The last couple weeks. Slapped right in. Looking good. All right, there it is. Take a look at this. First look at the pump face. Ooh, that's sleek. Pump mounter, get some thermal paste down. We had to swap the bracket. For some reason I wasn't paying attention when I put it on and had it reversed. We're getting ready to mount this. We're gonna do a long X marks the spot. All right, make sure to take this off. Little tricksters. There we go. All right, all in there. Whew. Here we have RGB, and then we need our CPU fan header. And then after this chat, we're on our GPU. Again, today's GPU is gonna be a 4060 Ti. It's gonna go into Geek's streaming PC. He's gonna move his 3080 Ti over until he waits for probably a 50 series card next year. There's a cable management we like to see. There's chat. Let's get this GPU in. Here we go. There it is, a little 4060 Ti Ventus 3-fan. It's a little thick little boy. Still really good. All right, in we go with the thunkage. 3, 2, 1. Nice thunk. Leave this right here for now, just because we're going to be adding more to it. But there she is, chat. We are all done. Get all of our other screws back in the bag here. All right, let's get ready to light it up, guys.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come on over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.